I be popping rubber bands. Bruno sang to me while I do my money dance. Like, hey. Flexing on the gram like, hey. Hit that Lil Jon, okay. Oh yeah, we dripping and finesse and getting paid.
Ooh, don't we look good together? There's a reason why they watch all night long. Yeah, I know we'll turn heads forever. So tonight I'm gonna show you off. When I walk with you, I watch the whole room change. Baby, that's what you do. No, my baby don't play. Blaming all my confidence. I'm blaming all your measurements. Shut down on sight. That's right. We out here dripping in finesse. It don't make no sense. Out here dripping in finesse. You know it, you know. We out here dripping in finesse. It don't make no sense. Out here dripping in finesse. You know it, you know it. Now slow it down for me, baby.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here. And
I miss you too,
and I'm
Ernie.
really happy that Kenny and Shaq are here
I
too.
miss you too, Ernie.
Yeah, me too. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the New York Knicks. For New York, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. Here we are, opening night. Every club can have high aspirations, but Kenny, what's the key to growing throughout the year?
Oh, when you said club, I was thinking nightclub. Oh, what
Yeah,
are you
me
talking
too.
about?
Of course, you always are.
But, you know, you got to be willing to adjust. Honestly, be willing to adjust. Don't stick with the same plan just because you might think it worked. If it's not working, it's going to show you it's not working.
You know, it's a long road, so you can never get too high or get too low. And remember, just have fun along the way.
Kind of like we do here.
Yes.
Isn't this a blast?
Yes, it is.
Oh, do we have fun?
We do.
What's the most fun about this job for us?
Just looking at you every day.
Oh, man. You know,
man.
I feel the same way about Kenny.
Oh,
you
man.
feel that way looking at him?
No, I like when I look this way, it's just fun. Oh, there's no one there, but that's fun too.
We do have a good time. We were having a good time.
And now introducing your New Orleans Pelicans. At small forward, at 6'3", number 55, Ejuan Moore. At point, at 6'3", number 4, Elfrid Payton. The other forward position, at 6'9", number 30. Julius Randle. At guard 6'4" from UCLA, number 11, Drew Holiday. The big man, 6 feet 10 inches, number 23, Anthony Davis. Your home team head coach is Alan Jensen. Pelican fans, give it up for your New Orleans Pelicans!
We're at the jam-packed arena here in New Orleans. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. The fans here in New Orleans ready to cheer on their Pelicans in this interconference matchup. And on opening night, every team starting from scratch, Steve. That has a lot of people optimistic at this time of the year. Teams that favored coming into the season and teams that may not be looked upon very favorably.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, a lot of these teams, they look at it, maybe didn't have the season they wanted the previous season. Maybe because of injuries, or maybe they're just in jail. So as an organization, a fan base, you're excited in opening day. And then there are some teams, Kevin, that you look in and you go, woo, we don't even have a chance. But let me just pretend like it that we have a chance, and hopefully they can make a trade throughout the year.
So the New York starting five. Hardaway and Porzingis, your small and power forwards. Hazonia out there with Ntilikina, and it's Cantor in at the center filling out the middle. And that one drops.
See, in the past, the contact might have discouraged Davis, but now he plays right through it.
Payton on the double team. Cantor, the pass to Hazonia. There's a screen by Cantor. And Hazonia gets it to go.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
Here's Holiday. Here's Davis. Drops in the layup for two. Davis has got his second basket of the game.
Beating everyone to the board, using his length, his skill set, the big fella AD, getting it done.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with Coach David Fizdale. This is the first meeting of the season between these teams, and he stressed to his guys the need to rely on their instincts at the offensive end. He said, we do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses without forcing things. If we keep doing that, we'll be in good shape. We'll see if they can keep that up tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, David. Their focus is going to be on good shot selection here early, guys.
And it's going to take a team effort. They can't have guys going solo and getting themselves into tough one-on-one situations.
It wouldn't hurt to focus on their low post game. It doesn't get any more high percentage than those easy looks in tight.
The Knicks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside, Porzingis buries it from three-point range.
An active passer with good awareness. When Ntilikina spots the open teammate, he gets it to him.
Here's Randall. Porzingis with the block. Outside Hardaway. There's the pass to Porzingis. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
I don't think we'll ever see another 7'3" player who can drain the three like Porzingis. He takes the idea of that inside-outside threat to a whole nother level. Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Here's Ntilikina. Passes to Cantor. Shoots the three. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Here's Randall. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Tries again. The shot, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. Holiday with it. Hardaway picks him up. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
New Orleans in the lead. And here's Moore outside. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Moore's got 5 points so far.
Each one Moore understands the game, knows how to execute his role, knows where to pick his spots.
There's a screen by Cantor. Here's Ntilikina. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Hardaway with a wide open look. Here's Porzingis, and the layup's good off the glass. Here's Payton. And Moore kicks to Davis. Picked by Randall. Got a piece of it. Left side Hardaway. Feeds to Cantor. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped the game in this series last year.
Having a good, efficient start to this game offensively. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Here's Ntilikina after Drew Holiday's score. Fades away. He gets it in there. 10 points for Porzingis.
This is what it means to be a catalyst. His offense helps set the tone for a lot of what they do.
Here's Davis. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid in by Randall.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Alvin Gentry's been coaching in the NBA for almost 3 decades now. Steve, he knows how to get things done.
And a lot of what Gentry does is gives his players freedom. As long as they take care of business, he won't meddle too much. Does a great job of managing personalities and keeping egos in check.
Davis, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
One of the most productive all-around players in the game. AD has already accomplished a lot individually. Next, winning. Last season, Anthony Davis took his defensive game to just another level. He was always a good defender, but he's starting to become dominant. With his quickness and length, he's just a menace on that end.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. And for his efforts on defense, Davis was in the running for Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, Anthony got some votes, and he might get even more this year. The man had a triple-double with blocks last season. He's the kind of player that makes everyone hear footsteps when he's on the floor.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
That's a huge advantage, having a big guy who can shoot free throws like this.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
And to look out the 4 areas where shots can come from, the paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for New York.
And they've pretty much ignored the corner 3 tonight. It's a useful shot to have. It really forces the D out wide and opens things up in the middle.
Good on the 3-point shot. Azania's got a couple of threes now in the first for New York.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Here's Davis, and that's going to be a treble. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. Anthony Davis is second.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Ntilikina passes to Porzingis, and Kanter throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Porzingis with the block, and he's able to get it back. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart. And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And Davis throws it down.
How about watching AD with his size to put the ball on the deck and make a play going downhill?
Here's Ntilikina. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Kanter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And sometimes it seems the age of interior scoring big men has come and gone. Enes Kanter, one of the rare big men who can dominate a game offensively in the paint, great hands, and the strength to create space.
And that one misses. And you talk about Kanter's inside game, but he's got a solid jump shot.
It looks very comfortable all the way out to 20 feet. I think before long we may see him add a three-point shot to his repertoire.
Mirotic is checked in for New Orleans. Solomon Hill comes in for E'Twaun Moore. And then for New York, Knox, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Lee comes in for Mario Hezonja. And it's Moutier in for Ntilikina. More and more, Steve, the NBA becoming about two-way players. Who are some of your favorites that fit that mold?
I think option number one is LeBron James. He does an excellent job, and obviously because of the load he's been carrying, it's been more, I would say, sided offensively, but he's capable. Kawhi Leonard, Chris Paul. Draymond Green doesn't score much on the offensive end, but you know he does a lot of things as far as passing the basketball, setting screens. So them are some of those guys. And Kevin Durant lately has become one of those guys that you can count on blocking shots.
Love all those examples. Ron Baker, he's checked in for New York. To the paint, here's Lee. A second chance effort. He lays it in. Lee's got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
A shot by Payton, no good.
Boy, he blew an easy layup, and he is furious with himself.
Inside. Moutier, no good.
I like the aggressive move on the layup attempt, but the defender, he just stayed right with him.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Last season, Drew Holiday had a breakout year. The UCLA product had career highs in scoring and efficiency. A lot had to do with he played off the ball. He played a lot of two-guard.
2 shots.
And Smitty, as we were talking about Holiday spending more time at shooting guard lately.
But what I like, Kevin, he was still able to create for others effectively. The move allowed him to be much more aggressive and looking for his shot. People weren't sure of the change at first, but he looks right at home when he's playing off the ball.
And he knocks down the first one. And Drew Holiday, Steve, is such a huge factor on the defensive end whenever he's on the floor.
You know, it's been a focus for him to step his game up on that end of the floor. He moves his feet so well that guys can't just blow by him. Numerically, the way he discourages shots at the rim, it's like having a defensive center on the floor.
Both free throws good from Holiday.
Every day, Holiday can be relied upon to bring focus, energy, toughness, and he's a terrific competitor.
Now, here's Moutier. Down low, here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, early on, neither team put much emphasis on the defensive side.
No doubt. The offensive game plan on both sides has been effective early on.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. All alone. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. 14 points for Porzingis.
And how about 6 of 8 with that one? And there is no slowing down this young man.
We will talk about feed the hot hand. That's what they're doing this quarter, which is why they've been able to maintain momentum.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. take a look now. Anthony Davis's numbers. Last season, he played outstanding. Last year, checking in at 28 points per game, 11 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. So much of what this team does revolves around his offense.
He stacks up points. Reason why? Because that's his mindset. He wants to carry the load and clearly is successful at it.
Now here's Lee. Pass to Porzingis. Mirotic grabs the miss.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
Stolen by Holiday. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Emmanuel Mudiay picks one up.
He's only listed at 6'4", but Holiday plays bigger than that. That's the case on D more than anywhere else. He can guard 3 positions, and there's a lot of value in that.
The Pelicans have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Two shots.
That's good from Holiday. And Smitty, if you had to boil it down to a single play in your career, what was your biggest moment?
Kevin, I'm glad you asked that question. I can also get it out there to everybody in the basketball universe. Game 7, Western Conference Final. Shaq fouled me, and they did not call the foul. Shaq fouled me, Kevin. That play still haunts me. I'm still mad.
Really? After all these years?
Yes. And he still lets me know that he didn't foul me, but we got to run the tape. He fouled me.
Right. Here's Knox. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. It's good from long range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
New Orleans in the lead. To the inside, Davis. It's good from in tight. Davis has got 16.
And you couldn't ask for anything more in terms of efficiency here. 7 of 9 to start.
Here's Porzingis. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Porzingis making his return after ACL surgery last season.
It's just nice to see him back. I mean, you remember that injury just took the wind out of the Knicks and their fans. However, it set their direction as they took a more long-term developmental approach.
And the first one at the line is good.
Kristaps Porzingis standing 7'3". He's played power forward early in his NBA career, but with that height, his future, it could be at the center position.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And with Porzingis having the ACL tear, Greg, maybe losing some of his lateral quickness, perhaps accelerating his move to the 5.
I mean, part of his rehab was hitting the weights and just adding strength. I think, if anything, his offensive skill set, though, even more impactful at the 5. And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Pass to Baker. He kicks it to Lee. To the middle. Here's Knox, and Mirotic sends it back. And now here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. And he gets the bucket. Now it's a 5-point Pelican lead.
The ability to accelerate off the bounce. AD puts the defender in a horrible position. Could have been called an and-1.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Here's Baker, covered by Miller. Knox the pass to Mudiay. Mirotic against Porzingis. And the basket by Knox. Knox has got his first basket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
I see the work that AD has put in, using the handle, beating defenders to the spot, then the quality finish.
1:31 left to play here in the first. It's tipped. New York moving it around. Moutier kicks to Porzingis. Over Davis. Porzingis can't hit.
And that's a surprise. He's usually deadly from mid-range.
And it's Davis missing.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
And New York making a change here. Burks is checked in. New Orleans leading by 5. Hill left side. Shoots from the baseline, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And so it's New York with it. One-on-one fast break. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Baker kicks to Porzingis. And a wide open look for Lee. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
From 13, and it's Davis missing. Knicks trail by 7. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The Pelicans, another fast break opportunity here. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Davis has got 22.
How about the quarter he's having? Tremendous execution on the offensive end, helping to further fuel this lead.
Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Now Burke. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Five seconds left to play in the first quarter. Burke. Top of the key jumper, no good. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. New Orleans on top, leading by 7. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Enes Kanter traded to the Knicks in 2017. Said he was thrilled to go and play in New York.
Man, it's just like dream come true. I'm going to New York. Because like for every player, man, you just want to come to New York. It's a big city, a lot of people, crazy fans. And I mean, of course, the most famous arena in the world. And I was definitely so happy.
That's a great place to play, the Mecca.
And they're hungry for a winner. I think Kanter's willingness to mix it up and challenge opposing teams has endeared him to the fans.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Aggressive rebounding in that first quarter. That's what's given them the advantage.
Control the boards, and you control the flow of the game.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Porzingis is out there with Knox. Then it's Lee. Then there's Burke. And it's Baker in at the shooting guard.
The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest. And for the Pelicans, they can now start to look at the future in a different light. Now they have a team that can compete in the West with the core. It's just about adding the right pieces around Anthony Davis.
Here's Lee after Drew Holiday's score. Porzingis kicks to Baker. Screen by Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Out to the right wing. Takes a 3. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Burke.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They got to get a hand in the face. The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Outside, Porzingis misses the 3.
And they continue to control the glass.
Some changes for New Orleans. Julius Randle's checked in for Davis. E'Twaun Moore comes in for Hill. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Drew Holiday. And a switch here also for New York. Hardaway's checked in. Knicks trail by 8. The pass to Knox. And he dunks it down.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Not only does that dunk help in cutting into this lead, but it gives this team a real confidence boost, too.
Burke with it. Miller with the double team. Now here's Burke, covered by Payton. Porzingis can't hit.
An uncontested look for mid-range. He typically drains that one.
Here's Miller. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. In the corner, Hardaway with it. No good from outside. New Orleans leading by 8. Here's Payton. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Payton's got his first basket of the night.
He saw the opportunity to get an easy bucket on the break and took advantage of it.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, the Knicks hope to build a contender around their star player, Kristaps Porzingis. He said playoff experience would be huge at this point in my career. The sooner, the better. That's the only thing I'm focused on. What I need to do on the court to play better, make my team win. Kevin will see if they can get there together.
Thanks, D.A. And for critical calls, we've seen video review used over the last few seasons. Would you like to, Steve, see more or less of that going forward?
I would say less, and the reason why I think it's taken away from the game, the flow of the game, the momentum. I would love to see, kind of like football, we go to a challenge system down the stretch, whether it's 1 or 2 challenges a half, and then after that, if you run out of challenges, you just got to go with what the referee called. Some plays I would love to see reviewable, like whether you stepped on the line, out of bounds, or 2 or 3 for 3-pointers, or goaltending. Other than that, I would love to go to a challenge system.
Excellent idea. For the Knicks, Enes Kanter comes in for Porzingis, and it's Ntilikina in for Baker. It's stolen by Randall, and New Orleans pushing it up now. Payton with the ball.
And the 6'4", 485-pound Payton certainly has a unique skill set.
2 shots, gentlemen.
Also wants to keep improving as a leader.
It's his first trip to the line.
Elfrid Payton taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. He doesn't get the second one. Mirotic's shot is off. Knicks trail by 11. Hardaway from outside. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Mirotic has got his 6th rebound on the night. It's Randall with the drive. It's not going to go for him. Excellent D from Kanter. Moore with the steal. Payton outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
The line for your Pelicans, Elfrid Payton at the line for 2.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Knicks trail by 12. Hardaway from outside. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship.
Burke kicks to Cantor. Hardaway with it, and it's Miller picking him up. And Cantor wide open. He shoots. That one's off, still out of sync. Here's Randall, and Cantor pulls it down.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Lets a floater go. It's good. The assist that time from Burke.
Assist from
Burke's got his third assist on the night. Pelicans leading by 12. Goes up the baseline, and the shot is long. And it's E'Twaun Moore with the foul. That's his first foul. When you look around the NBA, are there any small issues you think could grow into bigger issues, Steve, going forward?
Well, I think the one issue right now is what are teams doing at the end of the year versus trying to stay competitive and win games or trying to look possibly down in the NBA draft lottery.
Right.
I think that's one of those problems that we have to address. I think also small markets, I don't think that's much of a problem if you have organizations in the forefront. Winning is in the forefront. I don't think whether it's small market or big market, guys do look at that as far as endorsements, but I don't think that'll be a problem.
And so he hits the technical free throw. It's Hezonja in the corner. His three-pointer's off the mark. And Alfred Payton with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
personal foul.
Knicks trail by 11. And here is Hezonja. 10 points for him. Hardaway for three. Buries it from three-point range. Hardaway has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Payton. The shot from the low post is good. And the Pelicans lead by 10.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite. Well, he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that third foul this early.
Outside Hardaway. Here's Ntilikina. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
Fleshing out his offensive game over time. Ntilikina wants to keep improving in the paint.
Shots good by Miller.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
In the corner, Hardaway with it. Offensive rebound. Knox. Off with the layup.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
No good from Moore. Knicks trail by 10. The feed to Hardaway. Here's Hezonja, and finish off by Hezonja.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Here's Mirotic. Knicks with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That'll be his second foul of the game. Emmanuel Mudiay's checked in for the Knicks. Hezonja kicks to Ntilikina. A second chance effort. Cantor, the pass to Hezonja. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Moore. That's in, coming off an assist from Peyton. Peyton's got 6 assists now in the game.
Showing he's not just a perimeter jump shooter. Each one will push for a better shot if he sees an opening.
Now here's Moutier. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And last season, LeBron said that the Knicks made a mistake passing on Dennis Smith Jr. in the draft. Of course, they took Frank Ntilikina out of France.
Yeah, a little shade thrown Ntilikina's way last season. Of course, he's one of the youngest players in that draft, and so plenty of time for this young man to fulfill his potential.
The first free throw is good.
And the size, quickness, and defense of Ntilikina reminds some of a young Sean Livingston, a unique point guard with a promising future.
No good on the second free throw. Pelicans leading by 5. Here's more. The quick look, no good that time.
He can't find his mojo. Tough quarter for him scoring the basketball.
Ntilikina kicks to Moutier. Pass to Ntilikina. There's a screen by Cantor. Here's the floater. Ntilikina can't hit. Well, for New Orleans, shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the call. New York with the foul. The Pelicans have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Hill, he's checked in for Darius Miller. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Moutier pass to Ntilikina. He feeds it to Cantor. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Porzingis.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times, because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done.
That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. Pelicans leading by 5. Here's Peyton, and he banks in the layup. Peyton's got 8 points.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finally finding the range here in the second.
Moutier dishes to Cantor. Pass to Hazanya. There's a screen by Cantor. Now here's Moutier. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Moutier's got his first 2 points.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
That one doesn't drop. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Knicks trail by 7. Moutier kicks to Cantor. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Randall's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Mirotic. But they recover it. Here's Moore. Goes to the reverse layup and caps it in. Moore's got 4 points this quarter.
I like what he's given them tonight. Efficient offense that's helped fuel this lead.
Cantor, the pass to Ntilikina. That one falls.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfect.
Three-pointer. Mirotic gets the bucket. Mirotic has got his third basket of the night.
Mirotic is not phased at all. Doesn't matter what you're throwing his way. He's going to top it.
Here's Knox. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Randall's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Moutier pass to Knox. To the inside. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down to 10 points. Again, thanks to that one from Cantor.
Well, that's an excellent pass. On time, on target. Great teamwork.
And Randall throws it down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Anthony Davis is checked in for New Orleans. Holiday comes in for Ejuan Moore. The Knicks also changing it up. Porzingis, he's checked in for Knox. Lee comes in for Mario Hezonja. And it's Baker in for Frank Ntilikina. Holiday gets the bucket.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Lee kicks to Moutier. Pass to Baker. Puts up a 3. Pelicans with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Offensive rebound. Here's Randall. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Randall's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pelicans. Baker passes to Moutier. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Randall grabs the board. And the Pelicans shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Basket counts.
The numbers speak loud and clear. 80, not letting up, playing with great pride.
Cantor, it's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
You know, he had a hot start to this game. He's only gotten hotter. We'll see if the defense makes an adjustment.
Dropping dimes all night. He's been completely locked in.
Unselfish basketball. That'll make you very popular amongst your teammates.
And here are the Knicks now, following the score by New Orleans. And Cantor throws it down.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. And it's Davis with the jam.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Porzingis sets the pick for Moutier. Porzingis kicks to Lee. Over Hill. Here's Cantor. And the layup falls. Cantor's got 19 points.
Second chance opportunities. The great equalizer.
Here's Hill. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 8th rebound here tonight. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Lee outside. The three-pointer is right on target. Lee's got 8. We've got 22 seconds left here in the second. And Davis throws it down.
High above the rim. Not many guys have that kind of length and vertical. AD, one of the few.
Moutier passes to Porzingis. Cantor with a screen on Randall. Outside, Porzingis. It's stolen by Davis. For the finish, and Randall throws it down.
You've got to be able to turn some people over. AD aggressive, finds a way to get them in transition.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the New Orleans Pelicans. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Elfrid, what's working for you guys in the first half? How did you get yourselves going?
We were able to get out and run. We're getting it out the rim fast and getting out the court.
We'll see if you can keep running in the second half, Elfrid. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. The hometown fans getting after it. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal's here. So is Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Davis. He had 34 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. He's been playing extremely well lately and making some new highlights for us already in this one. Kenny, your thoughts? How the Pelicans are playing?
Well, they just about ran their offense to perfection. They pounded the ball inside, and the entry feeds were on time and on the money. It was a clinic to watch. The second half is going to be no contest if they keep getting shots 8 feet and in.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
As we return to New Orleans to look at some of the buildings along the riverfront here in the Big Easy. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, we saw in the first half, he has a nice mixture of moves down low, and they've been going to him.
He is reliable down there. Once he gets going, he is a machine.
Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Knicks trail by 15, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday and Moore filling out the perimeter. Down low, it's Randall and Davis, and it's Payton in at the 1. And as we see Anthony Davis step into what could be the best years of his career, Smitty, who does he remind you of?
You know, a lot like Kevin Garnett in his prime. The way he can impact both sides of the floor. He's cagey with the three-point shot, and he also has a little bit of Hakeem Olajuwon in him.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. Ntilikina kicks to Porzingis. And again, New York with the triple.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Here's Holiday. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. 16 points for Drew Holiday.
The pull-up game of Drew Holiday is on point, showing good balance and good touch.
Porzingis passes to Hazanya. Cantor trying to free himself up. Hazanya's shot is off.
I appreciate the attack mindset, but with the defense tracking him down, it was probably better to kick that one out.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Hardaway with the steal. Here's Ntilikina. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 11 rebounds in the game. And Payton gets it to go on the assist by Davis. 10 points for Elfrid Payton.
That's next level stuff from AD. One of the great scorers in the game. He draws the eyes of the defense and locates the open man.
Now here's Cantor. 23 points in the game. Porzingis against Randall. Shot clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
A moment here to see some numbers for Payton. Good season for him last year. He was around 12 points a game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
New Orleans leading by 14. Holiday goes in. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists tonight.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Got a piece of it. Right side, Porzingis. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him. New York calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
You know, he's been a one-man wrecking crew down low. His consistent scoring has dictated the pace of this game. We'll see if they decide to front him, bring a quick double, or maybe even both to try to slow him down.
And a look at the locations on the floor where he's been shooting the ball.
And really what jumps out to me about this shot chart is just how aggressive he's been when on the floor. I mean, he's doing everything he can to get as close to the hoop as possible before putting up that shot, and it's worked out in a big way for him and his team.
And now, here's Hazonia. 14 points for him. There's a screen by Cantor. Here's Ntilikina. Steps back and trains the jump shot. Ntilikina's got 7.
Obviously comfortable operating from the mid-range. It's great to see Ntilikina just being himself and playing his game.
And it's in there.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They've got a monster lead that's taking a life of its own.
Now here's Hardaway. Inside, Cantor laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Cantor's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
Overall, it hasn't been pretty for his team, but he has shot the ball well.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Payton drives in. Yes, that goes in. He's got 12.
He has a score-first mindset. Each one plays with a lot of poise, and that buys him time to find the open man.
Here's Ntilikina. He's got 7. Porzingis can't hit. Now here's Davis. Here's Holiday. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
When Holiday's feeling good, he causes plenty of these, able to power through contact and finish.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. Miller's checked in for New Orleans. And a switcher also for New York. Trey Burke's checked in for Ntilikina.
Shooting 1.
free throw, good, Holiday. Here's Burke. There's a screen by Cantor. Burke kicks to Cantor. And Davis sends it back.
Good job by AD, not giving up on the play. Tracking the ball, blocking the shot. Appreciate the hustle.
New Orleans making a switch here. Mirotic is checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Knox, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Here's Porzingis. Good on the baseline, Jay. Porzingis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And because of his size, that's a difficult shot to contest.
But it's not just the size, it's the natural feel for the mid-range game. Not everyone has it.
Now here's Burke, following the shot by Drew Holiday. Here's Davis, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Wednesday, the Atlanta Hawks come into town. That will tip off a homestand for them. And then on Friday, they'll tip off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets.
And for the matchup with the Celtics, it's always interesting for top teams to see how they compare to the best in the East. This will be a chance to see just what this group is made of.
And he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Burke. And stolen by Mirotic. Moore dishes to Miller. Over Hezonja. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. 5th on the list, Anthony Davis.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
First free throw is good.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Both free throws good for Miller. Knicks trail by 21, and the call will be against Darius Miller. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Burke kicks to Hardaway. And a miss there on the triple. Pelicans leading by 21.
And Tim Hardaway Jr. returning to New York with a 4-year, $71 million contract that surprised many. He's got to shoot better than he did last season to be worth that kind of money.
Assist goes to
For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Mirotic's shot is off, and there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Enes Kanter's checked in for Knox.
substitution for the Knicks.
Knicks trail by 19. And Hardaway, of course, the son of former All-Star point guard Tim Hardaway, who played with the Warriors in the Heat.
Yeah, I mean, Hardaway Jr. much more comfortable, I think, off the ball in terms of spotting up and attacking. Definitely has worked on his ball handling and creating a little bit more of his own offense.
Here's Hezonja after Drew Holiday's score. Here's Porzingis. Got it. Good job in the low post. Porzingis has got 7 now in this quarter.
Strong move at the rim. Overpowers the smaller defender.
Here's Holiday. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Now here's Burke, guarded by Holiday. Burke can't get it to go. New Orleans leading by 21. And Holiday, here we go. Lays it up and banks it in. Holiday's got 13 points in the second half.
Quick, athletic, explosive. Holiday will leave you in the dust.
Porzingis against Mirotic. Porzingis can't hit.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Solomon Hill, he's checked in for each one more. Lee's checked in for the Knicks. Davis with the double team. Burke, the pass to Lee. Now here's Burke. He's tightly guarded, and the foul called on Anthony Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Now here's Burke, guarded by Holiday. Clock at 6. Feeds it to Cantor. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Knicks trail by 21. Now Hardaway. He has 5. Here's Burke. And it's good. Assisting on the play with Hardaway. Hardaway has got 6 assists now in the game. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. New York's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. An easy 2 points on the layup. Hardaway has got 4 points this quarter.
And once he sets up that low, you really have to work to root him off the block.
Yeah, he has the grit to dig in and the skill to counter if you try to get physical with him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Porzingis with a screen on Holiday. Down low. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Hill. From down in the low post, it goes. Hill's got his second bucket of the night.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
There's a screen by Cantor. Burke kicks to Cantor. Back to Burke. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Porzingis. That one goes in. Porzingis has got 9 points here in the second half.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
They get it back. They shoot again. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got 44.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Here's Miller. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
The reason why a number of guys on this roster, they are built for speed. Why not play to your strengths?
Now here's Lee. He's got 8.
Darius Miller.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for New York, Courtney Lee at the line for 2.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Lee. Ron Baker, he's checked in for the Knicks. Moutier comes in for Trey Burke. And both free throws good for Lee. Pelicans leading by 20. Hill with it. Now defended by Moutier. And it's Davis missing.
Nice move inside. Has the defender beat. Just fails to finish.
Here's Lee, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
2 shots,
and there's the foul against New Orleans.
2.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Lee.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Black, handsome, and fabulous. Get so fabulous. What you say and what you doing ain't adding up. Do a ring around the squad, make her the buck. She see me on it, now she can't pass it up. No way. We own it. You looking in the eyes of the chosen. Hey, don't know where I'm going, but I go in. Hey, feel good, kick a ride, watch it going. I'm a going touchdown. Boom, shakalaka. Ooh, eyes on me, I see you watching. Ooh, we do what we want to. Ooh, if it's all we come through. Ooh, we on it. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. We on it. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Touchdown on the PJ. Last night was a Burma replay. Hot and ready like Caesar's piece of sheep. You know I can't fight the demons. Shaka-laka, she run her hair through my lies, but she wanna rise. Now I love it when you call me Papa. Hi, my name's Hank, I do what I want to. Eyes on money, but I'm focused on you. Body full of tattoos, I make her kiss the ink. Little broke her nose if my don't stink. Had a staring contest.
And let's check out stats for Moutier. How he performed last season. Averaged about 8 points a game last season. 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And for him, it's all about getting better each time he takes the floor.
Also, he needs to avoid distractions on the court and off the court. Just focus on the job at hand.
Here's Holiday. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Knicks trail by 18. The pass to Porzingis. No good that time. Well, for New Orleans, shooting it beautifully here in the third, 56% from the field. Here's Davis, and the layup's good off the glass. Davis has got 46 points.
Good job of getting a high percentage look. Davis knows how to put himself in position to attack.
New York's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And Cantor throws it down.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Now here is Holiday. That one good for 2. Holiday's got 29 in the game.
We know Drew likes to get to the rim, but he's developed a mid-range jumper for when the defense is playing him that way.
Moutier passes to Porzingis. He can't hit that time. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
Get Anthony Davis in transition before the defense can set up. It gives him a lot of options.
1:16 left in the third. New York moving the ball around, and Cantor throws it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
No, it's felt like that all game. He is just aggressive and finds ways to snag rebounds out of thin air sometimes.
Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. In third, the Pelicans.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Here's Holiday. Here's Davis. Another bucket. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. The Knicks shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Passes it to Baker. On the wing, Lee. Inside. And Kanter throws it down.
Nice interior passing, and then the strong finish.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's slammed in by Davis.
His teammates recognize that he has the hot hand going. That's why they get him the ball every chance they get.
New York shooting it beautiful here in the third, 56% from the field. Moutier passes to Kanter. Yep, it counts. Kanter's got 16 here in the second half.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
And the basket by Hill.
And you have to appreciate the aggression. Nice work inside.
Now here's Moutier. He's guarded closely. And Lee with the stuff.
A nice job of converting. But what really makes this play, the league pass.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Get on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt time!
Where you from? Going down. Going nuts. Going down. Saucy down. Too much. Ain't enough. Where you from? Going down. Going nuts. Going down. Every day I'm ballin', so you know it's scoring. Moving so important. My back is enormous. This is the last warning. Man, I got that night. Ooh, do the mud. I'm no girl, I'm sorry. Hang up, girl, don't call me. No, you will not me, cause I'm all over Molly. Cash out, make it rain, no game of time. Like a Harley, only boy in the party. I was on the phone, yeah, I will play with Cardi. Come on, that's got some. Hearts all on my card. I was in the lamb card, he was in the water. I'ma keep on flexing, you don't like me, then I'm sorry.
New Orleans making a switch here.
Julius Randle. Each one more.
8 seconds left to play here in the third.
Payton.
Here's Davis. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Enes Kanter.
Those are the plays Davis is capable of making. Much more confident and stronger than what he was when he came into this league.
Shooting one.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the New Orleans Pelicans. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, Moutier and Nilikina are the guards handle. Inside, it's Porzingis and Cantor. And it's Baker in at the 3 slot. When you look at today's NBA salaries, Steve, do you feel the responsibility to learn financial management falls mostly on the players, or should the league do even more to help them find out about what they're going to do with all this money?
You know, I think it's the responsibility of both. I think the Players Association, also the NBA, and I think organizations as well. I think you look at it, we're all involved to get a chance to help these youngsters. It's not easy for a 19-year-old, 20-year-old to become a millionaire overnight. That's just not something that you're used to, and handling that, it has been a problem for some players in the past.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Some changes for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Davis. Sheck Diallo comes in for Randall. And Ian Clark subbed in for Ejuan Moore. And then for New York, Cornet's checked in, and it's Lance Thomas in for Porzingis. Moutier kicks to Cornet. There's a good screen. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
This could be a problem. That's his 4th foul with plenty of basketball left to play.
Here's Knox. No good on the quick 3. Pelicans shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting at all cylinders. Okafor. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with the soft touch to match.
And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Here's Moutier. Player podcast, something we're hearing more of, and it's a growing trend. Good idea, or do you think it could get some guys in trouble?
Kevin, well, some guys, it does a good job of helping their brand, and we love to see guys getting a chance to do other things off the court. And then there are some guys who get a little loose, and they reveal some secrets, or they say some things they wish they could take back. So I think it all comes down to the individual. You gotta understand media before you try to jump out and start doing these podcasts.
Well said.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
And he's doing it efficiently, taking makeable shots. That's led to a high percentage from the field.
It's hauled in by Diallo. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. No good from Clark.
Uh-oh, he misses the bunny. I think he thought somebody was coming over to contest it.
Knox misses.
And tonight he just hasn't been efficient offensively. That's a big reason why they're behind.
And that one's good by Clark. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Down low, Baker. Missed inside.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
For star players, even after a loss, Steve, they're asked to give press conferences after the games. Talk about how difficult that is for a player in the moments after a very difficult defeat.
And this is where you have to use your teammates and obviously your PR guys around the team to help you and obviously gather yourself before you get a chance to go in there, because it's tough. You're running high with emotions and sometimes the wrong type of emotions.
Yes.
But I also, Kevin, would love to see on the media side, there are some questions I just don't agree with. I think you should get a yellow card. You ask a dumb question, and if you get a red card, you can't ask any more questions for that series.
I think you'd be handing me cards after everything I say. I'd rather be piling cards in front of
Kevin,
me.
Not at all.
And so Clark nails both of them. New York's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Baker. From the arc. Second shot opportunity. Thomas, no luck. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Clark. It's hauled in by Cornette.
One could argue that's a good shot, but maybe not the right shooter to take it.
Rob. One-on-one fast break. And Okafor at the basket on the assist by Hill.
And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
Here's Okafor, and Okafor slams it in.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Here's Cornette, following the score by New Orleans. Back to Thomas. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
You know, easier said than done. What they need to do is string together some positive plays, try to turn the tide.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
He wants to help his team, but when you're in position to finish, it's hard to turn that down.
Tipped away. The Pelicans, another fast break opportunity here. And that one's good by Clark.
Running it down their throats. 3 straight baskets there in transition.
Moutier with the ball. Pass to Baker. NBA wants to keep things competitive, and one way to do that was to make some changes, Steve, to the draft lottery odds. Do you think it'll be enough?
You know, I think it's the right call for them. I think the bottom 3 teams all have the same odds for the top 3 spots now. And it'll be much more even to distribute the odds for the back half of the lottery.
Here's Baker. Over Clark. Baker, no good.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
And the basket is good. 6 points for Jahlil Okafor.
Soft interior defense. You know he's going to be aggressive.
To the middle. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Fires from 14. The shot's good. Okafor's got 8 here in the quarter.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Here's Cornette. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. And Ron Baker gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Emeka Okafor, he's checked in for New Orleans. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Burks is checked in. Here's Clark. The rebound by Baker.
You know, this is a time when you don't have to force anything. You're in command of this game.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Hill drives in, using his post move to get the 2 points.
I love how he's been more patient in this second half, shooting only the shots he feels he can make.
Here's Knox. And again, New York with the triple.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, forcing defenders to come out and guard them, which could open up driving lanes if they want to take advantage of that. I don't know what Coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
Now the pass to Burke. Here's Cornette. Pelicans with the rebound.
And he's already patted himself on the back and forgot to put the ball there in the basket.
Here's Hill. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Hill's got 4 points this quarter.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Burke, the pass to Baker. Thomas gets a wide open look. Offline with his 3.
And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yep, trying to shoot himself back into this. Regain some confidence first.
Now here's Burke. Baker in the corner. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Burke's got 5 assists in the game.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Here's Okafor. He gets that one. Okafor's got 12 points here in the second half.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half. Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up, be willing to make the extra pass.
New York shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Poked loose, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Okafor. And the Knicks making a change here. Lee's checked in.
Courtney Lee.
Here's Burke. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
And it's Hill. That time the assist by Okafor. And 12 points for Hill.
So much sharper, so much more efficient with his shot this half. Just taking what the defense allows.
Here's Knox, covered by Okafor. Picked by Lee. Here's the three. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
New York ball.
Now here's Burke, covered by Payton. Cornette. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Cornette's got 8 points in the quarter.
A lot of basketball comes down to recognizing mismatches and taking advantage of them like he did.
From down in the low post, it goes. 16 points for Jahlil Okafor.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
Baker kicks to Lee. The NBA is so financially stable right now, Steve. What's it been like watching this growth for the league overall?
You know, I've loved it because I think the partnership has been phenomenal. The league is growing both for players and also organization. They've done a nice job of getting a chance to hammer out some of these issues to making it worthwhile financially for the league and also financially for the players. I'll tell you, he is scorching the Nets this quarter. Maybe that'll help wake up some of his teammates.
From 12 feet out, here's Okafor. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
And every offensive board is an extra possession. If you're trying to compete from this far down, you cannot allow that.
You know, I wonder, where's the passion? You can't afford a no-show here on the defensive glass.
Here's Knox. Cornette passes to Knox. Just 5 on the clock. No good from Lee.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
New Orleans making a switch here. Davis is checked in.
One shot.
And Hill, no good on that one. We've had a full season now, Steve, of the jersey-sponsored insignias and patches. It has become a reality in the NBA. Any thoughts on that so far?
Yes, Kevin, because I'm old school. I don't like seeing it on the jerseys. I like the clean look. I would love to see it on their warm-up jerseys. You know, obviously their warm-up jackets and pants. I just don't like seeing it on the jersey. But I don't think I'm going to win this one, Kevin. I think they are here to stay. I think they might even add more sponsors on jerseys.
Yeah, the look they like is the look of money. Money, that's a good look.
That's the look.
They get from those sponsorships, right?
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pelicans.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Davis.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
New Orleans making a switch here. Miller's checked in. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're ahead by 32. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. New York shooting about 40% here in the fourth quarter. Burke kicks to Lee. They set the screen. Davis with the double team. Low block shot, and Cornette gets it to go.
Even double team, he had the vision to see the open man. Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
At the line for your Pelicans, Anthony Davis. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Moutier, who's checked in for New York. He's off on the second. Here's New York. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Davis. 7-second difference, shot and game clock, and finished off by Davis.
And this is the kind of deficit it would take a miracle to overcome.
I think this hometown crowd agrees with you. They are fired up about it.
So it's the Knicks now. Got a piece of it. Yes, that goes in.
Attacking on the interior, I like that attitude.
And so here is New Orleans. And yep, another basket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Passes it to Baker. Down low, Knox. And he gets the bucket.
Nice interior passing, and then the strong finish.
Payton passes to Miller. Here's Davis. Another one goes. Incredible. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Julius. Now look, you're banging in the paint, but what do you see from your backcourt?
They do a great job of, they obviously can score the ball, but getting us into things and running the offense very well and leading the team that way.
Well, they led you to a win tonight, Julius. Thank you for your time. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.